Aegis Sora.
Aegis Sora. So interesting to see which character he'll pick.
Most likely Aegis, yeah, because he's not much of a Sora believer nowadays.
Yeah.
Sora.
Oh, there you go. There you went Sora. Sora.
Hey, he's trying hard. Sora Byleth. Okay, so this is going to be an extremely interesting matchup because, you know, Sora has these loops that we've seen. He's kind of lackluster in terms of speed, but he has these loops. He has great air mobility. He has projectiles.
He has his spells.
Yeah.
There
And 47% already. Like, Sora can definitely rack on damage hard. But
like some good kill options.
yeah, like up smash is pretty decent, like drag down up smash. But with Byleth, it's like we're playing against one of the more traditional sorties of the game. But Byleth has constant tippers, and she always poses a threat, especially with how light Sora is.
Yeah, honestly.
Lighter than Isabelle.
Yeah, Sora is super light. Hopefully, people can exploit that. You know, maybe get him with like some. Byleth's kill power is actually just like crazy. But as you said, Sora's damage outweighs his spells.
Yeah, and you really don't want to fall behind against like Sora. Like you don't want to, you know, if you lose stock, it's whatever. You can always fall back. But you know, it starts to get harder and harder the more you fall behind. And SpearMint is bringing all these options here. But if you fall like even further behind against Sora, Sora's really good at camping.
Yeah, Sora, you know, he has good air mobility, good aerial manipulation spells.
So he can just sit back.
Yeah, sit back. So try to call out his F smash. Hopefully, we will beat first stock and maybe Valley even in the camp.
Yeah, and I feel like that's another move that's going to be really important in this matchup is up air from Byleth, because you know it's lasting, it has a pretty good hitbox on it, and it kills. So if he's able to call out, you know, big F tilt coming out from SpearMint there. But you know, Noodle has to find a way to start calling out like the air drift from SpearMint. Has to, you know, try and read some of these options to where you're playing Byleth. You know, you have a really long spear. You can just bait by going in and then bait out and then throw one of these tipper aerials. You know, tipper aerials. You know.
Recovery option.
Get sniped.
I think he wanted to go for ledge, not go over ledge.
Yeah.
Good option, I guess, by Noodle. Get hit and work.
Yeah, I mean, even then, like, it's just adding some kind of pressure. You know, Noodle realized, you know, he's at pretty high percent and he's pretty light. I have kill options that are pretty fresh, so, you know. He didn't bait for any kind of aerial, he just sat back, but, you know, SpearMint is going in a little bit here, but this is a fairly even game.
Yeah.
Ooh, big down tilt up air, and Noodle's actually in the lead now. Maybe by not by a lot, but you gotta think, especially when a character like Sora is so light, you can turn like a 77% into a dead if you're lucky.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. You know, his shield is small, maybe. Ollie bounce guys, you know, Twitter's been holding a lot of shield.
Yeah, and you know, a lot of people think it's like that Noob Slayer option, but it catches people off. Like,
yeah. Dead, yeah.
Oh, air dodges in, yeah, and you know, Noodle's been doing that a decent amount this set, air dodging in, and it's a pretty bad habit, especially when like, you know, maybe you're SVIing or like just trying to get out of something. It's a panic option, you just do it immediately. I do it, a lot of people that I know still do it, but it's just something that if you do it too much, you will get punished for it, so you do need to watch out on it.
So like I said, you know, Sora can kind of right now. He was like wait for the option.
Starting to fall behind here, and
yeah,
I mean, SpearMint is just at this point, all he has to do is like, he can look for openings, but he just has to whiff punish just like that. He doesn't really have to try and force himself to find an opening. He's just whiff punishing at this point.
Ooh.
Oh wow, getting that was nice. That was nice. That was really interesting and really smart.
You have the eyeballs to like go further away, and then once he really kind of far back, he waited, jumped, and then did
the lightning to just cover right above him.
Yeah, make him have to recover super low, but
yeah,
at the same time, you know, gave it a hard time for him to recover.
And it was interesting too because, like, you know, Byleth has that animation where when she like swings to ledge or like tethers to ledge, her body kind of like blocks for a second.
Yeah. We're finally gonna see the station. But both same character.
All right. Smash Ball. So, I feel like this is... I don't know how to feel about this stage pick. I feel like it actually kind of benefits Sora because there's one big platform to just carry someone across, you know. But I feel like it definitely can benefit Byleth, you know, having a little bit less stage for you to try and control against a character like Sora, who's just blocking off parts of the stage with his air drift and with all the options he can throw out. Maybe it's just a thing of like trying to play on a smaller stage in order to, you know, find your openings a little bit easier, and especially with how long Byleth's sword is, you're gonna find those openings a lot more because of the size difference.
Yeah, I mean, Byleth has a lot of good power to shoot on the sides. And Smash Ball are a lot smaller. So I mean, it's kind of good to go Smash Ball.
Yeah. It's just, you know, it's one of those counter picks where like it benefits you, but you gotta watch out because it also kind of benefits the other person. Yeah.
Like
big forward air, yeah. Smaller blast zones.
I'm pretty sure he was dead on any other stage, but I mean, you're more guaranteed that he'll die.
Yeah. It's just accentuating that point, you know?
Yeah. Good conversion. Doesn't get the kill.
Damage. Damage, yeah.
Hopefully, Noodle can get some extra. This not here really helpful because, like I said, Sora's damage output is pretty good. More damage output, but you're not really letting him the thunder. He could die here, maybe.
Oh, makes it back. Whoa, that's really greedy from Noodle. There's no reason to do something like that. You can just, you know, throw out a safer option. You could like F-tilt that. You can just maybe approaching Nair because you can drift back still because of how many hits are on the Nair. You can just back up inside even if you wanted. But, you know, going for those committal options, you're at high percent, but like I was saying, you know, committal options, you want to keep the lead for as long as you can.
Yeah, you kind of want to throw out, like, you know, when you're at high percent, so, like I said, the down smash.
And he's dead.
Yeah. You have
wow.
a small shield, it's such a good option to do. Catching people off guard, like you said, don't expect it. And, you know, now he has a huge lead.
Yeah, and this is big against a character like Sora, you know. Yeah. Sora can definitely make this back, but it's hard. But SpearMint is going for it right now, 66% on now, 80% now.
It's like, okay, now I'm going to approach you and I'm going to just press my button.
Going for the down air, which, I mean, it makes, going for some kind of damage. You could have back aired there, but I don't think it would have hit, so it wasn't a terrible option. Oh, wow, 67%.
Pretty good.
This is difficult. Honestly, right there, I would just throw out a back air just to pressure him a little bit. But the tip of back air, that's huge from Noodle. And
you know, kind of
now we're going to a game 3, and I'm curious now. You know,
now this scrimmage with State Sora, does he go Aegis?
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, we were talking about the Aegis, and I feel like depending on Noodle's bans here, I feel like, you know, this can go a couple of ways.
That's such a good thing to do. Like, when you play two different characters, your opponent has to know, are you going to switch? You will be like, damn.
I feel like, okay, we're going to see the Sora going to town. A little bit different, you know, longer stage. It's not just that one platform to control. You know, there's FD. There's the FD variant, so it's harder for Noodle to kind of just, you know, retreat to something. And including the Kalos variant, so it's kind of the same. But we're going to the game 3 here, and we're going to see what Noodle can do against SpearMint in a huge conversion.
Down there, does a good 42%. That's insane.
Yeah, and, you know, you want to... Oh, but this is bad. Makes it back. SpearMint not...
Thunder.
Yeah, not committing to... Is he dead?
He's dead.
He dies at 60.
Even SpearMint was like, whoa, I died to that? That's such a... Oh,
and he's dead?
No,
he's dead. Wow. And they're just...
I thought maybe Byleth would make it back. Hey, now
maybe if he side beat?
Yeah, maybe.
And this is neck and neck now. These two are... It hasn't even been a minute, and there's some bloodshed already.
But that's so good for him to get that shot. He was already down. Like, just to hit Byleth like that, that's popping him back. Now he's in the lead. So it didn't matter that he lost that stop.
Almost reached that.
She does call it out, but this Noodle kind of
keeps air dodging in, and SpearMint not catching him this time.
Yeah.
Oh, just barely misspaces the back air.
Now SpearMint has to play a little more safe because you are like tipper, back air.
Yeah.
Dead.
And that can be hard, especially against a character like Byleth, which is like, I feel like Byleth is kind of one of those characters you want to kind of just suffocate because,
such a good forward air. Does the thunder to keep him from closer. Try to get that down smash to then shoot again. But SpearMint kind of with this game. Doing some good routine aerials.
Big back air. And this is big because SpearMint is at 95, and as much damage as he racks on, he's going to have to find a kill soon, and he's going to want to find a kill soon because you're still playing Sora, and, you know, Byleth has some of the strongest hitboxes in the game. You don't want to get hit by
Yeah,
that.
you don't want to get hit by any Byleth stuff. But right now, you know, SpearMint cracking on the extra credit is really good. Going for the first. You know,
it calls out the spa dodge, and this is big. This is definitely doable.
Yeah, the game's still doable, but it's crazy how the game started. You know, SpearMint lost the stock so early and then went right back. That's the down, and you can check on the back here. DI.
Oh, he's gonna miss the up air there, and this game is starting to look a little bit more even. Gets the back air.
Now SpearMint has to play a lot more.
And he gets the smash, and that's it. And
Noodle making the upset on SpearMint without Cav leaving the commentary booth. He's gonna pop off. It's Cav just took off. He's so happy. Look at him on the camera, hugging his boy Noodle. That was such a good S-Smash. Called him out for, I think he wanted a side B or something, which was, it was good. It was good. Kind of weird how the game first started, but hey, take it. Like we said, Byleth does have some crazy kill power.